Hey, what's up? It's Daeyen. For today's video, I thought of sharing with you the process of rendering my plates for our design class. With finals coming up and a lot of plates needed to be submitted, I knew that I won't have any time to properly film anything after finals. Since I spend hours every day on my plates, I thought of recording the whole process so all those time spent will be extra productive because I'm working on my plates and at the same time having content to upload. The instructions for this plate was given to us right after quote-unquote health break. Our health break lasted for 3 days, 5 if you count the weekend, and classes resumed November 16. We were given roughly more than 3 weeks to work on this one, but considering that we still have to go back and forth for revisions for our floor plan, I only had less than 2 weeks to finalize everything. So for 2 weeks, we always met with our teacher to have our floor plan checked for any revisions, and it wasn't until the last week of November where we got the go signal to start with our perspective. To cut the story short, I have worked on my final perspective, making it first in my 12x18 sketchpad and then having to transfer it to a watercolor paper and all for 4 days. And that doesn't include finalizing my floor plan and transferring it to a watercolor paper. So 4 days alone, I've worked on the perspective. I actually have no prior experience in watercolor whatsoever. I already knew that we were going to be watercoloring in the second year of college, so my friends and I planned to take watercolor lessons the summer before our sophomore year, that we would be buying materials together. But then the pandemic happened and we weren't able to do any of that, and all of our plans were ruined. With that in mind, I'm proud of how much I've improved over the past 3 months, and I know I still have a long way to go. There's still a lot of room to grow. Worked on only 4 major plates for this subject this semester because of the time constraint and knowing how extra hard it is to work on our plates at home. Unlike when we still had face-to-face classes, we would usually spend the whole class period and even during vacants to work on our plates on a drawing table. I'm just thankful that my parents provided me with a drawing table that would help working on my plates as comfortable as it can get. I really prefer face-to-face classes because the environment that I was in really motivated me to work. Being in a room with more than 40 other students working on their plates made me somehow enjoy working, and it also kept me going. I miss my classmates and our upperclassmen and props as well. I'm so thankful for them for making us feel so welcomed and comfortable in our first year. I was hoping that we'd get to do that to the incoming freshmen, but sadly we didn't get the chance to properly know our first years because of the pandemic. Although I really want face-to-face classes, it's still scary to be out there. The school is such a crowded place, and I'm afraid the number of cases would just suddenly increase once we go back to school. This is my final output. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you in the next video. Happy holidays, everyone!